Hi, it's Jennifer. So I've spent the last week at home and I'm getting prepared to get on the transplant list. And when I do that, I can't live at home. I have to live at my sister's house, which is 3 hours away from my home because I have to be close to the hospital when I am on the heart transplant list, because when I get the call, I have to be prepared to go. So this week I've been making practical arrangements, things like, I have to pack a hospital bag. So does my family, because when I get the call, I gotta go. And so I've got to think about packing a suitcase, kind of like for pregnancy, but for a heart transplant. And I have to, my husband and I were just kind of talking practical arrangements, like when we get the call, starting the telephone tree of letting others know, because we need somebody to come in and take care of our dog so that my husband can just drive straight to Dallas, where I'm getting the transplant. So some practical things. I updated my living will and advance directive, and I had to have some friends witness it. And so it's interesting because, you have to talk. I mean, I didn't go into detail with them, but, you've got to broach the subject of death and dying like it's a chore or a task or something, a to-do list. This last week's been really difficult for me because I am home, which I really enjoy, but it's also bittersweet because I don't know when I'll be home again. And I really don't know what the future holds. So there's a lot of anxiety. I've said before, it could be 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years waiting on the list for a new heart, and I don't get to be home. I have to be away, and I don't know what the future brings, and so it's been really difficult, and scary too, because I think, I need the heart, and I'm starting to feel more symptoms. I'm starting, I'm getting dizzy a lot. I'm tired. Doesn't even begin to describe my feeling. It's like living with congestive heart failure at this stage is like walking through mud. It's like, it feels like after you've run a race and you're so worn out and you're out of breath and you're just to the bone exhausted. It's like that the second I wake up. And getting out of bed is really hard. I spent 4 days in bed this week. And when I mean in bed, I mean like going to bed at 11 o'clock at night maybe, and not rolling over until 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I feel very antisocial. I feel very non-purposeful. I'm bored, yet I've got a lot on my mind. But just a lot of anxiety because I just don't know what the future holds, and a lot of sadness that I feel like I'm saying goodbye to my home and my life, and I don't know when I'll be back. I don't know, and I don't like not knowing. And so many things are out of my control, and that really makes me angry. It really pisses me off. And I cry a lot, or at least I have been. And it's just been really difficult. And I'm very terrified of the actual surgery. And I've been trying not to think about, they use a saw to open up your chest bone, and these are just the thoughts that I've been having, and I've been trying not to think about that. And it's very scary. And I just keep thinking about all the places I want to travel to when I get my new heart, and all the things I want to do when I get my new heart. I really want to go and see Paris again. And I'd really like to go snorkeling in the Caribbean somewhere. And I'd like to see a giant sequoia tree in the Pacific Northwest. These are the places I've been thinking about and spending a lot of energy kind of placing myself there. I do that because I think those places are more exciting than my current life. Maybe not exciting isn't the word, but enjoyable at the very least. On a positive note, my mom is doing really well. She's responding to chemo very well, and her counts are getting better. She's starting to lose her hair, and so I know that's difficult, having lost my hair when I went through chemo. And you don't think you're a vain person until you have not a stitch of hair on your head. And I don't know that it's even vanity as much as you just feel like a different person, like you don't look the same because you lose even the peach fuzz on your face, and that peach fuzz kind of defines the way you look. That's why I think everybody who's going through chemo kind of looks like little cue balls or something. They're all very round or something because they have no definition. So it just changes the way you look, and that changes how you feel. So been thinking a lot about my mom. I'm glad she's responding physically well, and I just haven't seen her in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks. So go back to Dallas, see her, check up on her. But that's a good spot. But it's just been a very difficult week. A good week because, like I said, I've been home. I've been eating lots of sushi. It's hard because everything I eat I think about, because I'm on a low sodium diet, which I've not really been following that well. And there's food restriction. Both are really tough, but I can't have sushi after a transplant, so I think I just plan to eat a lot of sushi while I'm on the wait list. It's kind of funny, I think. Anyways, these are the thoughts that I've been having. Really tough week. I'm really sad. I'm grieving a lot to be leaving home. It doesn't feel like it's of my own choice. But insurance will not cover a transplant in my hometown. Not that it really matters, because I don't have the support system that I do up in Dallas. I have lots of friends and family in Dallas. I have a lot of friends here, but I only have my husband here, and so it's a lot of burden for one family member. So Dallas it is. Plus my mom's there. And since the transplant costs $1.2 million and I don't really have 40% of that, I guess I go where the transplant is covered. So anyways, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching my blog. Sorry for the tears. It just happens. It's just part of the process, I guess. Please subscribe to my video. Please leave me comments. I will reply. And I really thank you for your time in being a part of my journey. Thank you. Bye.